What's up YouTube, it's Accurate again with a new beat making video on Maschine Mark III. The difference is that I'm not going to use a sample from a piece of vinyl or audio blocks or something like that today. Instead I'm going to try to create my own sample in a way. I guess this will be kind of a weird workflow, but sometimes you just need to try something new. So my plan here is pretty much to load up an instrument in Maschine, play something on the keyboard, export the whole thing as an audio file, re-import it into a sampler in Maschine, and chop it up and use it as any normal sample. I'm gonna try to play like extended longer notes and then chop them up so I get this whole choppy sound of the track. Okay, I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but let's just give it a try and see what happens.
Accurate Beats.
First of all, I'm opening up a new project in Maschine, setting the tempo to something around 90 BPM. Then I'm gonna browse for a sound here and I'll enter Vibra to get a vibraphone. But I want to add a little bit more release to that sound. That's better. And I want to record something, so I'm going to set my pattern length to something really huge, like 60. So I'll try to record something, and I'm not that good of a keyboard player, so whatever happens, happens. And this will later on act as my sample that I use for this track. So I'm going to start recording without the metronome. So now I have the stuff that I played inside of the sequencer in Maschine right here. And so on. So now I'm just going to grab this MIDI information like that, which turns it into audio, and I'm going to insert it on my next group on the first slot right there. Sampling, edit, normalize, and I'm going to truncate the sample. I'm also going to tighten it up here in the start. And just like that, here is my sample and it's ready to be chopped up. Now, instead of going through the sample and chop it up manually here, I want to go into the slice mode and make something a little bit more random, I guess. I'm switching it from manual to detection mode and I'm turning down the sensitivity to 0. Then I'm increasing the sensitivity until I have 16 pads lit up. By doing that, I know that I have 16 different slices that Maschine has picked out for me based on the transients. So let's take a quick listen to them. That's the first one, of course. Some of them are definitely better than others, but I guess that's what happens when you do it randomly like this. But I'm pretty sure I can make something out of this. Yeah, I really like how one chop cuts off the other one and makes it all choppy like that. Let's apply those chops to another group. But before I do anything here, I want to go back to my first group and just delete all the data on that one. Now let's try to record something. Yeah, I think that sounds pretty cool just as it is, but let's try to change the pitch of the entire sample as well, just to get a feel for it. So that's pretty much 3 semitones up. Let's stick with that for now and try to add some percussion sounds to this. And for that I'm going to use my Rode NT1 microphone to sample a few sounds that I can sequence. So I'll put Maschine into record mode and start making some sounds. Alright, it doesn't have to be more complicated than that, I guess. Let's see if I can just isolate a few of these sounds. First of all, I want to normalize. Let's take a few of them. Maybe some of the snaps as well. So I took 4 different sounds out of that. Maybe I can just put them all into one link group. I want to adjust the start points of them as well, just to make them a little bit more uneven, I guess. Increasing and decreasing the volume of some of them. So that's what they sound like together. And let's go to the group level and let's add something like a meta verb. Not too much, just a little something to give it a bit of a tail. Now let's record that into the sequencer as well. Now I want to go back to the hand claps and all of that stuff to be able to mix them differently. So let's put this to the left, this one to the right, this one a little bit to the left, and this one to the right. Just because I can. Now I want to record a little bit of tambourine to this one, recording in sync mode for 4 bars. So let's give it a try. And it came out like this. So definitely not a perfect recording, but I'm gonna try to use it anyway. So let's go into the sound level, add a little bit of reverb, meta verb again, add a filter to get rid of some of those rumbly bass frequencies. Let's turn this into a audio track, lower the volume. I'm not sure if I love this, but I'm gonna keep it at the moment and add a little bit of a bass drum somewhere. Let's just browse for a kick drum. And another one on top of that. Pitch that one down. Keep that one as it is. So let's put this one into link group 1, this one into link group 1, and let's just try to record it. And maybe I should add a shaker as well. Yeah, let's add a shaker. Same setting on a new pad, sampling, synchronize for 4 bars. And now I'm using the dynamic microphone instead. So let's give it a try. Start and start. 2, 3. Again, let's check it out. Normalize. Let's add a little bit of a meta verb. Let's try something crazy as well. Something like a phaser. And then a filter to take out the low frequencies. Let's turn this one into an audio track as well. And let's just have a listen to all of the drums. So that sounds pretty much okay, but let's get back to the sample and see if I can pitch it down again to its original pitch and see how that feels now. It sounds way too clean, so let's go to the group level here and add a little bit of saturation. Not too much, not too little. The grain delay, turn that up to 1 octave. That's one of my old tricks. So that sounds kind of nice, and now I don't really know what to add, to be honest. Maybe something from the OP1? Yeah, I'm gonna try to record that into the sampler just as it is. So it's set to sync for 4 bars, so let's hit start and give it a go. Yeah, it kind of fits, so let's turn this one into an audio track. I'll turn it down even more. So that one would work just fine as a secondary melody somewhere in the track. But now I realize that I need to add a bass line to this. I can clear that group right now and add a new instrument here, which should be a sound called Adrenaline, a normal sub bass. And let's try to come up with something here. I think I need to go with something a bit more simple here, so let's just start the sequencer and hope for the best. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna duplicate that bassline to another pad and choose another sound on top of it. I want to go for a more acoustic bass sound in order to layer that on top of the sub. I need to take it down an octave. Together with the sub. And I want to adjust the release on the sub. And to me, this sounds kind of nice. So I'm pretty much happy with the 4-bar loop that I have right here, but I want to duplicate it over to another scene and see if I can make some changes and make it, well, a little bit less repetitive. And I do have an idea here, so let's see if it actually works. And we are done. Well, at least I don't want to add any more stuff to this track at the moment. Let's put some scratch on it and call it a day. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Ha det gött!